그립다 그립다 네가 너무너무 그립다 하루에 하나씩.
It was 11 in the night and Jungkook was on the couch instead of bed, finishing his office work. He avoids working in the bed because it affects his productivity and he feels sleepy that he doesn't like in between the work. There were sounds of running water coming from the bathroom as his wife was inside it taking a shower at this time. After some time you came out of the bathroom, wrapped in a bathrobe while a towel wrapping your wet hair. You said it will only take 5 minutes of work and I have taken a shower and you are still doing it. You complained as soon as you came out, making him look at you. Yes, it's almost done. Just 5 more minutes. You rolled your eyes and walked towards the mirror before drying your hair. Then you wiped them with a towel and let them dry in the air. And at the same time you changed into your night dress. You again looked at your husband through the mirror and he was fully focused on his work. But you were done, so you walked near him and closed his laptop, making him look at you. What are you doing? I have to send that work to my secretary. You gave him a strict look. You put his laptop on the table and sat on his lap, wrapping your hands around his neck in a seducing way. Work time is over. How can you even focus on the work when you have such a beautiful wife waiting for you? You just don't care about me, right? He gave up and now his muscular arms were around your tiny waist, hiding it completely. Your wet hair were falling on his face, making him needy for his wife. You were purposely doing it, right? He said, looking at you teasingly while you smiled. Yes. Do you have any problem with this, Mr. John Jungkook? Letting out a chuckle, he pecked on your pouted lips before standing up in the same position, your arms hugging him while legs around his waist, and he walked near the bed before making you sit on it. I don't have any problem, Mrs. John Jungkook, but I think now I'm not going to be able to control myself. You are just getting too naughty these days. You laughed. What's with that word? Ugh, I don't like it. You leaned back completely, lay on the bed as he hovered above you while your hands still around his neck. He was making your heartbeat go crazy. He just placed a soft kiss on your forehead. Why are you looking pale these days? You have been inside the bathroom for more than an hour. What were you doing? Is everything okay? Yes, everything is fine, but I think I'm missing my periods for 2 months. I just remember seeing the calendar. He got worried a little. Missing? Did you get your health checkup done? Or are you? You lowered your hands. I think yes, I'll take a pregnancy test tomorrow. He lay down beside you. Does that mean you are pregnant? His heart was beating fast out of joy and badly wanted it to be true. Can be, but can't say anything because it happened a few times before and every time I take test, it always comes out negative or I get my periods the next day. He sighed and nodded. It's okay, but you better visit the doctor tomorrow. Don't ignore your health. Don't worry, I will go. He pulled you closer to him and again kissed your forehead before looking at you. Let's sleep now. Good night. Good night. You hugged him and rested your head on his chest before drifting to sleep. Placing a soft kiss on his dear wife's forehead, Jungkook said goodbye before leaving for his work. You are the sole reason for his happy and beautiful life, and he's so grateful for that. You were sitting on the toilet seat, staring at the pregnancy test in your hands as it shows two lines. This is the second time you took it just to confirm, and it came out positive in both. Tears of happiness in your eyes. You both love kids and have been trying to have your own for the past 2 years but always get disappointed. You can't wait to share this news with Jungkook, but you wanted to see his reaction. You wanted to capture that moment in your memory because you were sure he would start to dance out of happiness. You dropped the idea of calling him, and instead of that, you decided to surprise him by going to his office and reveal this news. You quickly took a shower and started to get ready to go to his office. You were so happy and excited. When is the inauguration ceremony of Cha Designers? He asked his secretary while entering the office building. It is 2 days later. You have been invited as a special guest, and this time even Mr. Choyak would be there too. I think they accepted the invitation because you are going there as well. Jungkook nodded while they both were going towards their office after a meeting. Mark opened the door for Jungkook and he walked inside, but his feet stopped when he saw someone already present there. He was surprised and disappointed at the same time. Maya got up from the chair and smiled as soon as she saw Jungkook and came near him. It's been 4 years since they both last saw each other. She stopped near him, looking at him as if nothing happened. Did you miss me? Is it a surprise for you? Jungkook knitted his eyebrows, surprised by her audacity, but then she hugged him without his permission. I missed you so much. What do you think you are doing? He said, breaking the hug and distancing away from her. Why did you come here, and how dare you to enter in my office? She was surprised because Jungkook never behaved this way before. He maintained his distance from her, but she started to cry and took a step closer before holding his hand and begging for a second chance. I know you are mad. I'm so sorry, Cook. Please give me a second chance. I will never leave you. Let's get married. I'm ready now. I will not ask you to wait and will never go away from you. Jungkook freed his hands. You don't need to do anything. I'm already so much happy in my life, and also, I'm already married, so don't even think about it. In fact, I think I should thank you for showing me your true colors at right time, because if you didn't do that, I would have never met my wife whom I love the most. Now get lost from here. She was so shocked to hear that he got married. All her dreams and what she thought before coming here broke into pieces. What? You got married? How can you do that? Jungkook raised his brow. Why can't I do that? You thought I won't move on, right? But guess what? It doesn't take time when you are with the right person. Now I know the real meaning of love. It's selfless and comes without conditions. Please never show again in my life. She started to cry and Mark was getting angry to see her. He didn't like her and the way she was behaving, but can't say anything also. But then she crossed all the limits and hugged him again even after he warned her. I know I did wrong. I just wanted to focus on my career, but after I got the fame and life that I always wanted, I realized that I wasn't happy. It meant nothing to me. My focus was gone, Jungkook. Without you, it means nothing to me. Glory and applause means nothing. All I want is you. You still have feelings for me, right? Please give me a chance to prove myself. I promise you that I would do anything to get you this time. He pulled back and removed her hands from him. I told you. Before he continued, the door was open and Jungkook and Mark both looked at it. Jungkook's heart dropped when he saw you standing at the door. You were standing there looking so disappointed when you saw your husband with the woman you already know about, as he told you everything about his past, but still you saw both of them together. Jungkook quickly let go of her hands and walked near you. Ryan. He got scared to see you like that. Maya also looked at you and also noticed how Jungkook turned completely soft going towards you. Ryan, what are you doing here? You have tears in your eyes when you looked at him. What is she doing here? You said you have cut all the ties from her, then what was going on? You spoke in a cold tone. Jungkook grabbed your shoulders gently. I'll tell you everything. Please don't think anything wrong. You walked towards Maya, who was standing looking at you, noticed her teary eyes. I heard that you have a past with my husband, but don't you think you should leave the past in the past and move on? What's the point of meeting the guy you abandoned before and now you're begging him for a second chance, knowing well that he has moved on already? I'm not talking to you. It's the matter between us. You scoffed in disgust. You were trying to be nice even when this woman was forcefully hugging your husband. Thank God that you saw that with your own eyes, leaving no space for misunderstandings. And yet she has the audacity to talk to you like that. Jungkook came near you to answer her, but you stopped him. You wanted to handle it in your way. Who are you to have a conversation with my husband? You have to talk to me. In fact, without my permission, you can't even look at him until you want me to poke those eyes of yours. Jungkook decided to let you handle it. He was proud of you and also happy that you understood things instead of hating him. You thought you'll abandon him for your career, and once you get that, you'll come back to him after breaking him completely, and he will wait for you to come back and heal him, right? You were angry, but instead of bursting out, you decided to show her what a real place is. Maya was helpless. She knew she couldn't defend herself. Now you have seen him. He has moved on, so go and move on too in your life. Enjoy it, but without destroying others. I hope you understand everything and will never come back, and if you did, no one will be worse than me. You step aside, giving her signal that she can leave. She looked at Jungkook for a second and grabbed her purse before leaving. Jungkook walked near you. Thank you. You looked at him. For what? He hugged you and Mark felt awkward. His cheeks turned pink. For everything. For believing me and staying by my side. I love you. Before you say anything, your eyes fell on Mark and he looked embarrassed. I'll come later. He walked out of the room, closing the door while you broke the hug and looked at Jungkook. Do you really think I'll leave you for something like this? You don't know me yet, okay? I'm a warrior and I know how to protect my man. And also, after knowing how my man is only loyal to me, I feel more proud and want to protect you like this. He chuckled. Thank you for that. I'm the first and the luckiest husband who is being perfectly protected by his wife. But why did you come here? Is everything okay? And that's when you remember why you came here for. You looked at him and shook your head. Nothing is okay. His eyebrows knitted and he got worried. What happened? Are you okay? You opened the zip of your handbag and took out the pregnancy test before looking at him.
소나기처럼 겨울밤의 한방눈처럼 잠시라도
Yes, in fact, now I think I'm more than okay. He held his hand and put the pregnancy test in his palm. As he looked down, still confused, but not until he saw the two lines in the kit. He looked at you.
어떻게 널 보낼 수 있을까 사랑해 너를
Is this your pregnancy test? He was out of words. Why would I bring someone else's pregnancy test to show you, you Dumbo? Tears filled in his eyes and he was confused as to how to react.
난 아직도 그대로인데
It means you're pregnant and we are going to become parents soon? You nodded. You knew his live reaction would be priceless. I took this test in the morning and it came out positive. He hugged you tightly before his tears started to fall. I'm so happy that I can't express. I love you so much for everything.
아직 내 가슴은 뛰는데 너를 향해
You smiled and hugged him back. You don't need to thank me because without you and the way you treat me, it's not possible. I just give you the same love and respect you give to me. In fact, I think it's only the half of what you give. But I can only give this much.
어떻게 널 보낼 수
He broke the hug and looked at you. That's enough already. I like my bubbly and chill wine, and I'm so happy. I just can't wait to see our child. You know that it takes time, right? Don't expect it to come out in a few days, or you are just thinking the same. He laughed. I'm not that dumb. I know, and I'm talking about taking care of you. Now that our child will grow inside you, I have to take extra care of you, right? That's right. You have to give us more attention and time. And if you won't, then we'll ignore you too. Now we are a team of two. He giggled and kissed you. Don't worry, I will do my best. But did you visit the doctor? Got your checkup done? I decided to go after giving you this news. Let's go, I'll come with you too. But then your meeting? You have a meeting, right? You asked him. It's already over. Let's go now. He smiled and he held your hand before you both walked out of the room.